Football is played in a stadium. Baseball is played in a park. In football, you wear a helmet. In baseball, you wear a cap. In football, you get a penalty. In baseball, you make an error. Whoops. The object in football is to march downfield and penetrate enemy territory. In baseball, the object is to go home. I'm going home.
Welcome to Impressionable. George Carlin's comedy was sharp, insightful, and always ahead of its time.
Holy shit, I hope I can get tickets to that!
Let's dive into some of his best moments that continue to resonate. Up first, George shares funny and unexpected tips for getting through life.
Get your shopping cart in the supermarket and fill it to the top. I mean, a huge mound of groceries, and then go up to the line and look for somebody with one item and ask him if you can get ahead of him. Do you mind? I'm in a hurry. You ever notice at the ball game a lot of guys bring a glove? F that, bring a bat. You see a foul ball coming? Hit it back to them. Hit it back to them.
In the next clip, George pokes fun at the strange words we use to talk about time.
We had a lot of these vague terms. Right away, immediately, at once, lickety-split, just like that, nothing flat, drop of a hat, no time at all. How about a jiffy? A jiffy? Or a flash? Which is quicker? A jiffy or a flash? I think there are two flashes in a jiffy myself. But God knows how many jiffies there are in two shakes of a lamb's tail.
George Carlin reflects on his Catholic upbringing with his signature wit.
And during that time, one of the things they told us was that if a boy or a man went into a church, he had to remove his hat in order to honor the presence of God. But they had already told me that God was everywhere. So I used to wonder, well, if God is everywhere, why would you even own a hat? Why not show your respect? Don't even buy a f***ing hat.
George Carlin hilariously dissects why we're so attached to material things.
That's the whole meaning of life, isn't it? Trying to find a place for your stuff. If you didn't have so much goddamn stuff, you wouldn't need a house. You could just walk around all the time. That's all your house is. It's a pile of stuff with a cover on it. And when you leave your stuff, you gotta lock it up. Wouldn't want somebody to come by and take some of your stuff. They always take the good stuff. They don't bother with that crap you're saving. Ain't nobody interested in your fourth grade arithmetic papers.
George takes us back in time with a funny story about calling an old friend.
But do you ever dial someone and forget who you're calling? You have to gamble whether to stay on the line. Hope you recognize the voice. Then you get embarrassed and you hang up. Then you remember who you were calling. And you have to call back. So you change your voice. So they won't think you're a complete moron. Hello, is Bobby Jameson there? Aren't you the complete moron who just called here? God, it must be complete moron week.
George uncovers the humor in how there's a magazine for every possible niche.
Every group in this country that makes it gets its own magazine. Any activity engaged in by more than 4 people in this country gets a magazine devoted to it. Dart throwing, backpacking, basket making, boating, hiking, walking. Walking! There's actually a magazine called Walking! Look, Dan, the new Walking is out. Here's a good article, putting one foot in front of the other.
Up next, George transforms the annoyances of air travel into comedy gold.
In the unlikely event of a sudden change in cabin pressure,
Roof flies off.
an oxygen mask will drop down in front of you. Place the mask over your face and breathe normally.
I have no problem with that. I always breathe normally when I'm in a 600-mile-an-hour uncontrolled vertical dive. I also shit normally. Right in my pants!
George Carlin breaks down America's obsession with shopping and consumerism.
Only a nation of unenlightened half-wits could have taken this beautiful place and turned it into what it is today, a shopping mall. Many, many malls, major malls and mini malls. They put the mini malls in between the major malls. And in between the mini malls, they put the mini marts. And in between the mini marts, you got the car lots, gas stations, muffler shops, laundromats, fast food joints, strip clubs, and dirty bookstores. How do the people feel about living in a coast-to-coast shopping mall? Well, they think it's just f***ing dandy.
George shares his take on everyday words that just don't make sense.
I think refrigerator freezer ought to be called refrigedizer. Make it easy, man. Dig it, we used to all listen to rock and roll. Now everybody listens to rock. Whatever happened to roll? Some words confuse me because they come together. Jumbo shrimp. I can't figure that out. Jumbo shrimp. The two words are mutually exclusive. It's like military intelligence. You can't say them together, man. How do you get them?
George Carlin finds a hilariously simple way to sum up discussions about race.
I found out that you don't have to do words, you can do ethnic sounds. Each group has been assigned a sound. This is the English sound. The Jewish sound. The Scandinavian sound. You. And the Black American sound.
George delivers sharp commentary on the political landscape of the Reagan years.
This is the Ronald Reagan administration we're talking about. These are the law and order people. These are the people who are against street crime. They want to put street criminals in jail to make life safer for the business criminals. Yeah, they're against street crime, providing that street isn't Wall Street. And the Supreme Court decided about a year ago that it's all right to put people in jail now if we just think they're going to commit a crime. Well, if we'd have known this shit 7 or 8 years ago, we could have put a bunch of these Republican motherfuckers directly into prison.
For our next clip, George jokes about waiting for the next big cosmic event to wipe us out.
I root ultimately for the big comet or the big asteroid to come here and get things right. We would never have emerged from the ferret stage. The mammals would never have risen if it weren't for that comet that wiped out the dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs killed them.
And what I want for it to do as a poetic touch, I want for it to come through the hole in the ozone layer. Wouldn't that be nice? And I want it to happen east of me so I can watch it on CNN for about 18 hours before the dust cloud reaches my house. It's just the way I am.
George invents funny new words for situations we all know but can't name.
Why is there no word called near-fetched? There are some things for which there are no words. When you're walking on a busy street and you walk almost into someone and you both decide to correct 3 times in a row the wrong way and you do this thing with each other, there's no name for that. There's no name for those 2 little lines on the upper lip that come down from your nose. Oh, gee, I hurt my line.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right here. Let's go. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, it's cool. You can go on and lie to me, cause I can see right through your lies. But baby, it's not fazing me, it's cool. Facts. I see them texts you sending me. You know you got them tendencies, and I can be your therapy, it's cool.